Good day, everyone. This is Greg from Rise Done Right, and we're at the Northwest Rodarama in Puyallup, Washington. Here we have Troy Adams. He's got a 1935 pickup, Dodge pickup. It's immaculate. Of course, we tend to pick out the really nice ones, and this is a really nice ones when we highlight here on the. So thanks for being here. Now, where are you from?
I'm from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I have a shop in Hayden, Idaho, which is right next door.
And do you build? Do you build?
We do, yeah.
Okay.
We have a small restoration shop, just my son-in-law and myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, family business.
It is.
Yeah. How long have you been doing that?
Well, I've been involved in cars forever. My dad had a body shop, and I started working there when I was 8 years old.
Oh,
so,
wow. So it's been passed down.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
This shop I've had for about 8 years.
Oh.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about this truck. I mean, it's. I was talking to you about earlier, and you were saying that you were just building it, and you had no intention of showing it, and yet
Right.
this is not just a nice display. I mean, nice. You kind of went all out here. I mean, what happened?
Well, originally when I bought the truck came out of Bakersfield, California, and I was just going to do a typical, just driver quality build, and one thing led to another, and we ended up doing what you see here, and we decided it was a good time to get something out and show the kind of work that we do in our shop.
Wow.
So that's what started the show.
Super nice example of anything, anybody's work. This is super nice.
Thank
and you were at the Boise Roaster show, and you got.
Yes.
You got a nice special award there, right?
We did. We got 3 awards on this truck there, and the first one was, of course, Best in Class.
Yeah.
And then we got the ISCA Outstanding Detail Award. But
Okay.
the really special award, which we really liked a lot, it was chosen by Ken Reister and Chip Foose, and it was the Reister's Rod Shop Pro Pick, and it's a little billet minion. It's a really cool little award.
It's a minion, yeah. So it's what is it about? Is it small? Or
it's about probably
couldn't
about
tell
that
from
tall.
the photo. I saw a photo of it. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
And very heavy.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's a neat award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I pick awards. I mean, especially from somebody like Chip Foose and Ken Reister. I mean, they know their stuff.
They
right?
do. Yes. Yeah.
So that's a huge honor. So,
it is. Yeah.
So this engine is that an original engine or?
It isn't. It's actually a 36 Plymouth 218.
Oh.
It's it's the same block.
Okay.
But it is out of a Plymouth, 1 year newer.
And obviously detailed to the max. And
Right.
stuff, right. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's got on it, as you can see, it's got vintage Edmunds head, vintage intake. We put Stromberg carburetors on it, and so we've dressed it up.
Yeah. And did you do anything different to the driveline?
No. Basically, the truck is restored to stock. The chassis and running gear is basically stock.
Yeah.
And dressed up the engine and got carried away with the body.
Yeah. What special? Any special changes to the body? I noticed that there was a filler between the bed and the truck cab. Right.
Well, most of the modifications are to the bed.
Okay.
These beds are kind of like almost a Model T bed. They're so basic, and they just look like they're an add-on.
Yeah.
And so, the rear valance we did.
Okay.
These normally, when you look at them from behind, you see the frame.
Yeah.
And of course, we didn't want to do that.
Right.
We turned the front of the bed around. We did do the valance work on it. I mean, we just made a lot of modifications there, really more than I can actually remember. I'm kind of the design guy. My son-in-law is the talent. He does all the metal work. So
that's a nice compliment. Though, I mean, in terms of having a team work together,
it works out great. He's very, very talented. He's also the painter, and I just basically write the checks and tell him what I want done, and he does a beautiful job. So.
Now the interior is just as white as it can be. I mean and then you've got this extremely white carpet and stuff even on display here. So that must be kind of a challenge just to keep that.
It is. I always tell people I get dressed up in surgical gear before I get in, but in reality we drape everything with towels before we get in. We wanted to find a true white leather and couldn't find anything that white, so we had relicate leather and dye it to match the wheels, the wheel color, and they do a beautiful job.
That's a nice way to tie the inside and the outside together. Nice.
And the floor is actually braided leather. It's hand braided. It's
okay.
It looks a little bit like kitchen cabinet liner, but it's actually braided leather, so it's pretty cool.
So who did you design the wheels as well, or
These are actually Rocket Racing. They're called Rocket Solid wheels,
Oh.
and we painted them. They come cast aluminum. We smoothed them, painted them, and then we modified the center caps. We used their knockoff, milled out the center, and used the bullet.
Okay.
Did the same thing on the steering wheel.
Steering wheel, I noticed the tie-in between the center caps and the steering wheel.
Right.
Well, that's the steering wheel, boy. It's not. It's the opposite of an airbag. If something happens, you're going to die instantly.
You are. There's going to be a giant divot in your chest at very least. So. Yeah.
But I liked also how you carried that look on into your display here on the post here, and you have this.
Right.
That's really neat.
We use the same basically portion of the knockoff for our stanchions with a bullet.
Yeah.
We just didn't do the actual knockoff bars, if you will.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So for somebody who didn't really think about doing a show car, you got it all. You nailed it all. You nice detail everywhere.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
Now
it.
the bed, obviously, I mean there's a lot of work in the bed there. So you've got stainless polished.
Yeah.
You know,
it's mirror
finish,
stainless.
stainless.
Yeah.
I mean that's
we don't haul much in it.
I don't think you're going to be putting gravel back there. Right?
No, we have a custom blanket we actually put down before we put anything in the bed, and not much goes in there. So, yeah. And even then, it's hard to keep perfect. Stainless is what it is. It will scuff. So, yeah.
It's even hard to get polished out if you do
Right.
get a small scratch. I know because I have a firewall that same way. It's like you don't want to touch it.
Right.
So. Well, it's a beautiful truck. Thanks for bringing it out to the show.
Well, thank
you.
you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
So that's it this time, folks. We'll catch you next time. Bye.